you go.
How's it, my brother?
I'm good, my brother. How are you?
Man, I'm telling you, that was such a mission.
Still not quoted. Why am I
Sorry for making. Sorry for making you look bad, man.
No. There's nothing bad about this. We're hanging out.
Going?
I'm alright.
Good, man. Good. How's your wife doing?
Yeah. She's doing a little bit better. Her symptoms are much worse than mine, and I'm thinking I'm gonna stop with the updates.
Okay.
I don't want people to think because my symptoms are so mild that they mustn't take this whole thing seriously, man. So we'll see how it goes.
So what's the process? Is it so what's the process now like for you guys now? Obviously you need to stay at home and so on, but what's the process that you need to take now going forward?
No, well, we isolated for 10 days.
Okay.
10 days. Like,
and then you go for
what's that?
Go for another checkup, or what happens after then?
No. After the 10 days is done, we're cleared and
okay.
we can rejoin society. But there's still a pandemic, so we still have to be careful.
Yeah, no, definitely.
There's no research to say that that there's actual immunity or anything.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. But
okay.
But I haven't seen you in a long time. How are you?
You get to the just questions.
Okay. What happened there?
I think you just blacked out there for a second.
Okay. We're back
Connection
again.
bad. Good.
Yeah. So yeah. So you've been good. You've been training.
Yeah, I've been keeping fit to stay safe. It's really hard to but I can course anytime and almost 3 times a week.
That sound
not as intense, but just keep it fit as it needs to be. I think we're breaking up. Yeah, the connection seems pretty bad.
Yeah, that was quite blurry there.
Yeah.
We lost a lot of that.
Did you get what I said?
I got you. You said you're training about 3 times a week now. You can't go as intense as you would normally.
Yeah.
So still keeping fit.
Yeah, I'm doing the normal stuff, sparring and so on. So I got when he comes around and he spars every Friday with me, and the reason why I've asked him to come spar with me is because he's exactly the same like me. We just stay at home all day, and the only thing is he's in contact with his family, so he comes straight from home. He comes here to come kick my ass and then back home, and he doesn't do much recovering as I would do, but yeah, that's about it basically. So I try to avoid being in spaces where there's a lot of people as well. Boxing is a combat sport. You need that physical part. You need that sparring part. You can't just hit the bag, And I know most gyms are opening up on the 1st of August, so I don't know how they're gonna manage and work around that. Yeah, I see the champ is here. Yeah. Champ is in.
Okay. But
yeah, it's basically
about
your
next.
Not really. I mean, like I said, we don't know when they say September, but we don't know how true that is, right? So there is one name in particular that I would fight, and we're hoping whenever the door does open up again for us to fight, we hope that we can get this guy to fight as soon as possible.
Yeah. But I mean, you were supposed to fight this guy a year ago, and then things didn't go as planned.
Yes. And then things happen, and it didn't. The fight didn't happen. So unfortunately, that would have been great that time. And let's hope that when they do allow us to fight again, that this fight can happen. Because I would really love this fight.
No. I mean, I'm excited for the fight also. He says he's back, and he says he's gonna take out everybody that's put in front of him. So should be a good fight.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem in the sport. He's the only person that I've met that's so big-headed. And a lot of these fighters that's really about it. They're so humble, man. Every fighter, their approach is so humble, but for some reason that some people Conor McGregor, or they just their dream is too big. You need to go before you can fight. So if you haven't been tested, if you've never been through that pace at the amateur level, then of course you're gonna see that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's wrong to think like you're a Mayweather or a Conor McGregor. That's good that you have dreams like that, but just hold yourself until you come up and don't just jump before the gun. And I feel that is his approach, man. And because of that, I need to humble him a bit. I would really love to humble him a bit.
Look, whenever that fight happens, I'm there.
Yeah, no, definitely. Definitely.
No. But yeah, no, inshallah, once there's clarity around the way forward, I'm sure we can get that fight sorted out. We're gonna try and get the South African Eddie Hearn on the line.
Imran,
later.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think it's a question from one of my fighters, Amin Sali.
Yes.
What cost is this now? So we're probably looking at junior welterweight, which is around 63.5 kgs. So I would really like to drop weight to that fight. Don't ask me how much I weigh. That's another question. But yeah.
Okay, now 60 junior welterweight is
they say 60. They say 60 in South Africa. They say South Africans, they always have to make our own stuff up. So they say in South Africa junior welterweight, in international they call it super lightweight.
Okay, yeah. What's Imran asking us? Oh, they want to know what your weight is.
No, I can't disclose that information.
Come up to heavyweight, man. Come up to heavyweight.
No, you know that. That's not my playground. But yeah. Ask me the questions, brother. Let's give me the questions. Ask me the deep ones. Let's get into it.
Okay. So your two victories so far have been like brutal knockouts.
Yeah.
Right. So is that what you're planning for this next fight? Is that the game plan going in? You're going in for the knockout, or?
Definitely. If I'm fighting this guy in particular, definitely. And I'm not trying to be arrogant or anything like that. It's just something that's been created unnecessarily. You know what I mean? And the things that was said and the way his approach was, that makes me really want to knock him out. And I would like to do it very badly in that case, because all the guys that I've fought over the years, there's always been a respect amongst us, and I don't feel that here, man. This is it's a tough game, man. People don't understand that when you reach a professional level, you actually get licensed. This is actually a license to kill someone. People don't realize that. So if you hurt someone, and if someone does get hurt in a boxing ring, and they do pick up brain injuries, it's kind of okay. Nothing will happen to you. You don't go off to jail or anything like that. You know what I mean? So that's why I say when you become a professional, you it's almost like you're carrying two firearms, which is your hands, right?
Yeah.
So this kid doesn't understand that. So his approach towards this fight was the wrong approach. And when I say I don't like him, I don't mind him knowing that I don't like him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would say there is bad blood between me and him. And in fact, he trained with us a year ago when he had his fight, and he obviously lost that fight. And he was, to be honest with you, he is actually a fan of me. He actually he messaged me, and I'm not trying to be like I said, I'm not trying to be funny or anything. He messaged me to say it will be such a humble opportunity for me to fight you in the future and all of that. And we gave him the fight, and then he made an excuse saying that he never had money to pay his license, or he was going through certain things in his life. But that's the thing, we all go through things in life. But I'm not going to sign a contract and let the guy drop 10 kgs of weight, which is very hard to do. And then a few weeks prior to the fight, you want to cancel. My question is, are you a professional or are you not? Things like that happen in amateurs when guys don't pitch up to fights. When you're a professional, this is someone's bread and butter. To me, some people love to do this. They don't have other jobs. So that is what I was furious about. So, and then what also kind of made me angry was he called the guys that I previously fought bums. That's something I can never do. You know what I mean? So, these guys that I fought, the guys that they fought was his champions today. For example, like Abdulaziz Kunat, he's on his way to become an SA champion. So, yeah, there's a lot of bad blood spilled in this fight. If it should happen, I hope it does happen.
Look, I hope so too, and I'm sure Imran is gonna do whatever he can to get this fight.
Oh, definitely. Imran gets into everybody's skins.
He just said there now, if he cancels again, Imran's gonna moor him himself.
If he cancels, you can't cancel because I'll make sure. If he needs money for his license, I'll be more than happy to pay it for him.
No, but that's great. I'm excited for that. And look, I think the way things have moved now, I think there's a lot of interest, and the first couple of shows back are going to be big shows.
Yeah.
And inshallah, that's what we're hoping for.
Yeah.
That, the promotion companies are gonna come to the party and make the first couple of fight nights massive fight nights with good competitive fights. So
I feel that that first event is gonna be epic, because you must remember there's a lot of fighters, right? So there's a lot of fighters that there for months, and it's gonna be on heat. So you can imagine the knockouts that's gonna come out of there. Everybody's gonna be on heat.
It's everybody is waiting. Everybody's waiting patiently. Listen, speaking of waiting patiently, Team Phenom was gonna have a fight night prior to lockdown.
Yeah.
And then there was, obviously things that happened.
Yeah.
Are we thinking about when that might still take place? Are we still?
So to be honest with you, that is kind of like in the loop now. So because we don't know when we are allowed to have boxing events again.
Yeah.
As soon as they give us like the heads up that boxing events can take place, then we're gonna have our first amateur event. And as you know, that event was actually to raise some funds for Palestine. So
exactly.
So that will be good to just jump into things and get the fighters ready. So as soon as they tell us fights can continue and events can take place, we will give the fighters about 2 months to prepare for fighting again, and then inshallah after that we will have a females only boxing event. Just to raise some for women awareness or anything like that. You know what I mean? So we want to do that as well.
That was the other thing that I wanted to bring up with you. I know you haven't got to move again. Let me just check the time.
Yeah.
You haven't got long here now, but I just wanted to bring up, the discussions we've had around, ending gender-based violence, and how just as guys and as men, within your own circle, speaking out and creating awareness, and how that's going to have a ripple effect. I don't know if you've seen, there's a Makazulu Mapimpi. There's a hashtag Mapimpi67. He's created a campaign as well along similar lines. We're just saying, men have to play their part, and
definitely,
and that's what we're doing. But what I wanted to bring it back to, what I wanted to bring it back to was, besides men playing their part, there's also the woman empowerment aspect, which is what you're doing, and you've got a whole lot of female fighters that are up and coming that that you've been training.
Definitely,
and you're excited about that as well.
Definitely, and the nice thing is just seeing now our females are supporting each other. That is how it should be, man, uplifting one another. And all the females, majority of the the people that come trained by me and currently still training by me and doing the one-on-ones is females. You know what I mean? And I just encourage them. You don't realize how much other females are watching you do great things. You know what I mean? So just by inspiring one another, that's nice thing, and giving and lifting each other up, that is really good. So. Yeah, like you said, we as men also need to do our part, and be there for females, you know what I mean? So that's basically about that,
Yeah.
It's sad to see that things are, sad to see how things are going, especially with women, suffering like that. So we really need to as men, and if you call yourself a man, you really need to take a stand and make a difference as well. Build them up, like you say. My hashtag is build them up, don't break them down. So we really need that. We really need to stand behind that and help these women.
Absolutely, Farhaaz.
My brother.
Yes, my brother.
Thanks so much, man.
So much. It's ridiculous. It's like,
I miss you too. We need to come to an end so we can go back on with our lives, man.
Yeah. And listen, I know I wasn't going to be able to make it for the fight night previously, but
yes.
I'm ready. I'm ready for
the
next one. I'm ready.
Let's get it, my brother.
All right.
Yeah. Keep on, man.
So I will let you go, and then Nimran can jump on.
All right. See you, man.